control our thoughts or actions, the results will be random, sometimes good, sometimes not. To reach a state of complete stillness without thinking or planning, be as passive as the piece of ice. This state can only be achieved when we give up all desires. Now, do I know what God's will is? No, I don't. My wish might be to see everyone healed immediately, but would that help them awaken to spiritual values and open their souls? No, I must step back and patiently wait for God's will to become clear. Desire only strengthens the sense of self. In a state of knownness, there can be no worry or busyness. To reach this state, we must let go of thinking about yesterday and tomorrow. As long as we have desires, we are projecting ourselves into the future. If we have regrets, we are stuck in the past. But both the past and future are not real. They have no substance or life. Only real life is now. The present moment is the only reality and the only time that truly exists. Future is simply an extension of what we do now. Just like the sap in a tree flows from the roots to the branches, forming buds, flowers, and leaves, life flows naturally when we stay in the present. If a tree could worry about whether it will get enough rain or sunshine, it would disrupt this natural flow. Similarly, we disrupt the flow of life when we bring our ego into the picture. When we worry about the past or future, when we feel anxious or have desires. To live fully in the present, we must let go of all desires, even the desire to give, because that also feeds the ego. We need to be completely still and let life guide us, like a piece of ice resting in water, allowing the water to move it wherever it needs to go. At first, this way of living might seem impossible or impractical, especially in today's world of business and government. But in reality, it is the most practical way to live. Another way of living is based on our ego, our personal experiences, education, ideas of right and wrong, and what we think is timely. The right idea at the wrong time is useless. So the more we can relax, find inner silence and stay calm, the more we can be guided by spirit. We tap into infinite wisdom, intelligence, and power, allowing our actions to align with divine will, not our own. When this happens, everything we do happens at the right time and in the right way. The difference between living a life driven by the ego, centered around me and mine, and living a spiritual life is the difference between failure and true lasting success. Being able to be still, allowing divine grace to guide us, ensures that we are truly living, not just as ourselves, but as Christ lives within us. Our life becomes governed, directed, and inspired by God. Transitioning from an ordinary ego-driven life to a life of spiritual guidance and protection might seem challenging at first. It only takes a few months of serious effort to start experiencing divine guidance, divine will, and divine movement in our lives. We simply need to turn inward and say, "Speak, Lord." Develop this practice,